Let's say you suddenly end up in the year 1000. Not with a time machine, not as some chosen one. Just poof. You're there, with your brain still full of 2025 knowledge. You know how plumbing works. You've Googled what bacteria are. You can recite the entire plot of Shrek 2. So, obviously, you're the smartest person in the village by far. You try to play it cool at first. You're thinking, okay, I got this. I'll revolutionize agriculture. I'll teach them how to make soap. I'll explain germ theory. I'll literally end the Dark Ages in, like, 2 weeks. Yeah. No. Because here's the first problem. You don't speak the language. You open your mouth to say, hello, and they hear you say what sounds like a demonic chant. One guy crosses himself. Another runs away. You're already off to a terrible start. But let's say you survive the first 24 hours. You learn to shut up and smile. You try to copy what they do. Carry some hay. Chase a chicken. Nod when someone yells at you. Congratulations, you're now the village weirdo with mysterious eyes and no friends. Eventually, they notice something's off. You don't get sick like they do. You avoid drinking the disgusting water. You somehow knew not to eat the glowing mushrooms old Thomas found in the woods. And when a fire breaks out, you yell, "Get water," while everyone else just screams and runs in circles. Someone whispers, "He's not normal." Someone else adds, "He knew about the fire before it happened." Boom. Now you're a wizard. Or a heretic. Or both. And the thing is, it's not even your fault. You're trying to help. You tell them to wash their hands, and they look at you like you just insulted their cows. You try to explain that rats might be spreading disease, and suddenly you're the enemy of the town's most beloved rat catcher. You suggest boiling the water, and the local priest gets mad because the sickness is God's punishment, not some microbe nonsense. Still, you keep trying. You draw diagrams in the dirt. You sketch out a windmill. You invent a basic calendar. And people are kind of impressed, until it rains, washes away your diagrams, and a lightning bolt hits the tree you were standing under. Now they're sure you're cursed. It doesn't help that you keep accidentally saying things from your own time, like calling the village low-tech or describing their bread as prehistoric. One day you mutter, "This place has no Wi-Fi," and the next thing you know, you're being dragged to the river to see if you float. Because remember, you're not just smart. You're different. And in the year 1000, being different is basically the same as being dangerous. Let's say somehow you survive that too. Maybe you save the local chief's daughter from choking by performing the Heimlich maneuver. Now they think you've got healing powers. You try to explain it was just basic first aid, but they don't care. They build you a shrine made of goat skulls and garlic. Great. Next thing you know, they're asking you for prophecies. Will the crops fail this year? Should I marry the girl with 4 goats or the one with 3 pigs? Will the sun come back tomorrow? And for some reason you say yes. You start predicting stuff, small things, easy wins. Yes, the sun will rise. Yes, your pig will give birth. No, don't eat that mushroom. But here's the catch. The more you know, the more they want. And when something bad does happen, when the river floods or someone dies of a cold, it's your fault now. Because if you were truly wise, you would have stopped it. If you were truly from the gods, you'd know how to fix it. They start whispering again. And then it happens. Someone you couldn't save. A child, maybe. The chief's son. A random villager who got too close to your campfire. Now they're not impressed by your diagrams. Now they don't care about your calendar. They remember how you said the earth goes around the sun. They remember how you mocked their holy relics. They remember how you claimed fire wasn't magic. And just like that, the same people who praised you yesterday are calling for your head today. Because in the Dark Ages, truth isn't power, it's suspicion. Knowledge isn't sacred, it's dangerous. And survival isn't about being smart, it's about being exactly like everyone else. So, what would happen if you lived in the year 1000 with the mind of 2025? You'd be a genius, a visionary, a target, and probably a bonfire. Unless, of course, you learn to fake it. Smile. Bow. Pretend to believe in the same superstitions. Let them think you're just lucky, not smart. Let them lead, even when you know they're wrong. Because sometimes the smartest thing you can do is to shut up and survive.